Good evening, everyone. Today we'll be answering three very important questions that are often asked in various interview questions. I think we have prepared enough questions that needs to be asked by the panels. There are certain questions that analyze the mindset of the candidature. However, as far as the weightage of questions is concerned, social issues are the best for anyone, regardless of the jobs he or she is searching for. That type of questions is very common by panels from different backgrounds. So without losing any second, let's get to the first question. That is, what steps can reduce, what steps can produce child, what steps can reduce child nutrition? Right now, we are in the 21st century. We have seen water that is contaminated in the river. How do we contaminate? I'll tell you later. We see a child lying on bed. We see some other children while their friends are playing without any issues. Some of them are having problems with their walking, problems with speaking. I don't mean we have the solution for those disabilities. Over 12% has turned into abnormal due to lack of care, due to lack of offering nutritional value to their life. So friends, today my point is we have witnessed what is available in the world. We can easily access to medias and understand how the other countries, the other people have treated their child. As parents, it's a must to offer injection, eye drop, and whatever medicines does it required. Children should be given on time because there are certain age that certain medicines, injections are not to be applied to the children. When all these essential medical assistance has not been given to the children, they started facing problems with hearing, with speaking, this and that. Consequently, it is time that we realize the importance of providing medicine to the children. For instance, polio. It may cause cancer to those who are not taken on time. To avoid any disabilities, to avoid any problems in the future, it is a must of parents to provide children during their young age. Thank you. What are your thoughts on the new education policy 2020? This was introduced in 2020, but only a few states here in India had been following the education system of new education policy 2020. However, as the time passes, we have witnessed almost all the states, except Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, almost all the states have been adopted this type of education system. It provides holistic environment. To clarify this, let us talk about the 3 year course that was being implemented for the past several years. We ought to study one subject as honor and the other two papers are termed electives. Suppose you're from arts background, then you're not allowed to take any subjects from the commerce, any subject from the arts. As you're commerce, you're not allowed to take history, maths, even basic mathematics are not allowed when you are from humanities background. However, with the introduction of NEP, we have now get the privilege to access all types of subjects depending on the person. It doesn't matter. Maybe I am from science background. There is no restrictions of taking history and pol science as a part of subject. This is the benefit of witnessing or introducing this education system in our country. As a result of this, I believe there are students preparing for the future. There is no restrictions based on the prior backgrounds. Regardless of the marks they score, regardless of the percentage they receive from whatever backgrounds they are. The system, the education system, has given the privilege to take their choice of subjects. Because when we study the subjects that we are interested, we can always do better than those subjects which we are forced to study. It is a fortunate moment to witness this education system on time. Number 3, how would you define social justice and its importance in a society? Social justice basically empowers fundamental rights. What is justice? What does it mean? Who are involved? Who are protecting justice of all the citizens in the country? As India consists of 29 states, we have witnessed ministers from different departments. An army officer has no power to make the judgment of those criminals, right? Who are responsible for this? We are the judges. And in short, we have three types of courts: district courts, high courts, and Supreme Court. Supreme Court being the highest court, it has the privilege to consult and recommend their opinions when things are not done out as expected. Now, let me take an example of someone living in a rural community. He has not aware of any fundamental right. When he is exploited by an educated man, what does he do? Because he has no authority to go and file complaints to the police. Without awareing of their fundamental rights, there is no power to convince police and anyone living in the city or people gathering around. this actually happens in various community. So this is quite disgusting. Now, I would say to promote to promote justice within our country, firstly there should be an awareness. We understand justice is important. How do we bring about? What do we do to promote justice, to make the society more and more interesting? To bring about justice, I think is the best way to organize awareness program in the far-flung areas. 90% of people living in cities are aware of their fundamental rights. What I mean is those articles written in the Constitution, especially Part 3, Article 14 to 18. These are fundamental rights, a part of fundamental rights, and to make people understand of all their rights they have. Awareness programs are mandatory. As a result of this, I think they will begin to understand their rights. So when people are exploited them, when people treated them unfairly, they know they have now the power to go and complain against them. While filing, when the message is enforced by using articles drafted in the Constitution, there shall be no one, whether he is legislator or police officer, bureaucrats, they are to face trials that would be conducted by the Supreme Court or the High Court. Thank you.